Hi, my name is Mike Carr, and I am here to help you on board in your experiences here at Prince George Toastmasters. Specifically, this presentation is about Easy Speak. What is Easy Speak, you ask? Well, let me tell you. Easy Speak is the software that we use at Prince George Toastmasters. Not all Toastmasters clubs use it. We like it quite a bit. It does a number of things. It, in its simplest format, helps us track attendance. It sends an email out every week, and basically you can indicate whether or not you are going to be attending the meeting. For most people, that's their most common interaction with it. Get an email, click on a link, say that you're coming or not, and that's it. It can also do things like it can track what roles people are completing in the meeting, including how frequently they are performing them or if they're potentially avoiding certain roles, which can be very helpful from a training perspective. It tracks meeting awards as far as who's winning best speaker, most improved speaker, best table topics, best evaluator, which can be helpful for us to know and in terms of recognizing those individuals that are doing exceptional work. They help us set upcoming agendas in terms of planning out the timing of the meeting, how much time will be spent on table topics or speeches or otherwise. These are things done in the background by your Vice President of Education, but it's why he enjoys this software so much, is that it helps with that process. It helps us share and rotate meeting roles. Because it's conscious of when the last time somebody did a job, we can make sure that everybody is getting a fair shake at things. It might be worth commenting that one of our expectations for people is that every term you will basically serve in every role. Doesn't mean that you have to do it every week or anything like that, but every term it is healthy to be the table topics master at least once. It is healthy to evaluate at least once. Remember, when we go to the gym, we don't get fit by sitting on the sidelines. We get fit by using the equipment. And meeting roles is how we participate and learn. It tracks speech completion dates and titles, which can be relevant when applying for awards later. So for members that transfer out of the club, or indeed members that take a long time to finish speeches, and maybe you don't have a perfect recollection in terms of what speech you did when, Easy Speak keeps a running educational transcript for you, which can be very helpful for us. We use it during our year-end proceedings for calculating year-end awards, Outstanding Toastmaster of the Year and Rookie of the Year, and it can help our club members communicate, meaning that you can send messages through the software to members of the club or anybody on the executive without necessarily having to know their email address. Not that our email addresses are terribly private, but it provides a one-stop shop to go in and be able to do that kind of communication. So you can see there's a number of things that it does that help us within the context of the club, but for most members, starting out, it will be the attendance end of things that will be the most important. And that is responding to that email that comes out once a week and communicating that you're going to be attending or not. So your expectations at this point, you should be expecting a weekly attendance email, and you should respond back to that, either in the affirmative or the negative. No judgment as far as whether you're coming or not. We are all adults. We all have lives outside of Toastmasters. We understand you don't need to make excuses. We just want a yes or no so that we know if you're coming. Because if you are coming, we want to make sure that you have meaningful work to undertake to help you in your journey, and you're not sitting idle when you show up unexpectedly and all the roles are filled. You can use it to request your speeches through Easy Speak when you get to that level, keeping in mind that our typical expectation is that usually within your first month to do your first speech. I typically suggest people deliver a speech roughly monthly, although it does rely on your own pace. As long as you were doing a speech a term, you are in my good books. However, I do suggest a speech a month. I think that is healthy for people. And you can request that through Easy Speak on your own, or you can send a message through Easy Speak if you prefer. And again, it helps you communicate with other members, whether that is the person planning the agenda or just somebody that you had a nice conversation with at the meeting, whatever that looks like for you. Those are our expectations on the Easy Speak side of things. To access it, if you were going to want to pop it up anywhere, you go to agenda.pgtoastmasters.com. That link is also available on our website, pgtoastmasters.com. You can use that on your mobile phone, you can use that on your desktop computer, you can use that at work or at home, whatever works for you. It's accessible 24 hours a day. You do need a username and password. Our usernames are typically in the format your first name and PGTM, although it does depend. Whatever you do, if you are going to the EasySpeak website to use it, do not create a new account. Big, big, big no, no. No, 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 no. Don't do that. We have already created you an account the very first time you ever attended as a guest, so that we could track your attendance and what you did and so on and so forth. So do not, under any circumstances, create an account. If you are trying to sign in, if you do not know what your username and password is, reach out to the Vice President of Education, or indeed just raise it at a club meeting. We will help you with that. But don't create an account. It makes a world of pain for everybody when that happens. Last thing that I wanted to cover with you is I wanted to just give you an idea what that attendance email looks like. Here is an example for January 12th. You see that there is a blue I will be at and a red I will not be at. Just as simple as that. Get the email, click on the link, let us know, and then we can appropriately plan the meeting so that you are undertaking meaningful tasks. That is EasySpeak in a nutshell. I'm going to leave it on this link just to remind you, agenda.pgtoastmasters.com. Your most common interaction will be replying to that weekly attendance email. It can certainly do other things for you, but if all you ever did was just let us know when you're coming to the meeting, that would be a huge benefit to you and to us in terms of planning and making sure that your experience is a positive one. So that is Onboarding EasySpeak.